Dapat mag-share ka man.
Sabi niya sharing. Okay. Video ulit. Wait lang. Hindi ka ba na? Ay! So, hello everyone. Today, we'll learn how to use Excel to find the center of our data, see how spread out it is, and make predictions using trends. Let's jump right in. So this is an example of our data. And first, we'll find the average, middle value, and the most common value. This helps us understand the typical value in our data. For the average is mean. For the average is mean. The total of the numbers divided by how many numbers there are. Use it when there are no extreme values. For the middle value is the median. The median. The value in the middle when the data is sorted. And the data is sorted. Good when there are extreme values. And the most common value is the mode. Most common value is the mode. The value that appears most often useful for seeing what shows up the most. For the average, type average, data range, and press enter, and then press enter. For the median type, median, data range, and then press enter again. For the mode type, mode, and data range, and then press enter. So the average, the usual number, the median, the exact middle, the mode, the most frequent. And next, we'll look at how spread out our data is using the differences between the highest and lowest, how far the numbers are from the average, and a standard measure of that spread. For the range, and sorry. Next, we'll look at how the spread out of our data is using the difference between the highest and the lowest, how far the numbers are from the average, and the standard measure of that spread. For the range, the difference between the highest and lowest numbers quick but doesn't tell the whole story. For the variance, how far each number is from the average, more spread out means bigger variance. For standard deviation, the square root of variance, a common value to see how spread out the data is. So for the range, type max, data range minus mean, data range, press enter. For the variance type for the variance type, type var s point s, data range press, and then press enter. For the standard deviation type, stdev, data range, and then press enter. So big variance means are far, means numbers are far apart. So when the data is in groups, we use intervals and counts to estimate the center and spread. For the group average, this is the interval. For the group average, use the middle of each group and its count to estimate their average. For group variance and standard deviation, estimate this by using the middle each group and its count. To organize data into groups, for the average, sum product, is the midpoints and frequencies divided by some frequencies. For the variance, sum product is the squared differences and frequencies divided by sum, where sum is frequency is -1. For standard deviation is the variance. For additional step, use color coding like this. Use color coding. Yeah. Use color coding. Use color coding. Let's see how two sets of data relates to each other. Sorry. Correlation show how strongly two things are related. Close to one, close to one, close to one, they are increased together. Close to -1, one increases, the other decreases. Close to zero, no real relationship. Select two columns, type Corel, first range and the second range, and then press enter. Additional step, make a scatter plot to show the relationship. Correlation -1 to 1 is closer to the ends, means stronger relationship. And here, finally, we'll use trends to predict future values. For the linear regression finds the best straight line to fit the data. Yeah. And the line equation y equals to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the intercept. So that's all. I hope you learned something today from this tutorial, and see you next time.